What's up, beautiful people? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is so I'm doing this live on IG, but also I'm recording it for my YouTube. This is going to be about the lunar eclipse on May 26th at 5 degrees of Sagittarius. Big energies coming in, guys. I mean, holy shit. Get ready for plot twist, change of direction, if you will. All right. Big things, big changes coming. I'm sure you guys can feel it. This energy right now is preparing us to step into this next phase, this next chapter. And man, oh man, is this going to be huge. Now, I would encourage you to look at your natal chart and see where 5 degrees of Sagittarius falls in your chart, because this is going to directly impact that house for you. For example, mine is in this is in my 8th house, and it's literally right sandwiched in between my natal Venus and Uranus, which are conjunct, and my Mercury and Neptune, which are conjunct. Very interesting placement. I definitely feel a lot of this stuff happening and going on. So, you know, 8th house, subconscious stuff. It's money. It's yeah, a lot of changing kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's look at, so if you guys, if you're live here on the chat, you can go ahead and ask me questions on here, but if you're not, I'm going to be pulling up the chart here, so you'll be able to see everything on YouTube later on. All right. But let's go ahead and pull up this chart here and see what this lunar eclipse. Now look, normally we have a solar eclipse, which is a new moon, then a lunar eclipse, right? Like, you know, bringing the new energy, letting go of the old energy. But this is sort of, thank you very much, DZM. Second house is where 5 degrees Sagittarius is. That's good. Now, let's understand something, all right? A lunar eclipse is all about letting go, releasing, all right? Shedding energy so that we can allow new energy come in. Whenever we release something, we're allowing space for this new thing to come in. And I think we're all feeling like this new chapter in our life is beginning. And this eclipse is really going to kick it off. This is like the official open house, right? This is the cutting of the ribbon. Like, boom, welcome to your next chapter, your new life, really. There's a lot of really beautiful, benefic energy here. However, I will say that it's also kind of a test, all right? With everything going on in the world, there's so much changing. There's so many things that are unknown. And, you know, this is where I think we all, especially now with Jupiter in Pisces, we're going to be getting these really big, almost like grandiose visions or ideas or things in our mind. Jupiter is going to play a big role in this because Jupiter is now in Pisces, which is it's you know, its ancient home, right? Before they discovered Neptune, Jupiter ruled Pisces. So Jupiter loves being in Pisces. It's a good thing. However, it can also mean like overindulgence, right? Grandiose ideas, unrealistic things, addictions, going way too far into something, getting like, or, you know, putting your all into something that is maybe not, you know, really the greatest for you. So, you know, if you have some ideas or if you have some things that you're wanting to start or this new chapter that you want to create, we still have to get down to the details and create it. All right. And we have Mercury and Venus conjunct in Gemini, which is great for outlining the details, all right, getting really detail oriented. But I will say, you know, like this is just happening just days before Mercury goes retrograde. So the Mercury energy is in shadow, and with a transit like this, it's like slow down, think twice, cross your T's, dot your I's. Just make sure you know what's going on. I will say though, also, like here we have a lot of positive, I'd say a lot of benefic and a lot of malefic or maleficent, or a lot of good and bad energies, but good and bad is created through our own subjective perspective, right? So a lot of, heavy and light, whatever you want to call it. You guys get what I'm saying. A lot of these polarized energies are going to be very strong. Like, these polarizing energies are super powerful, and it's going to test us or require us to see how well we can ground ourselves, how well we can be stabilized and not get caught up in a whirlwind of whatever's coming. We could have a lot of really beautiful and amazing things happening, but then suddenly, oh my God, this amazing thing, just like a facade with a whole bunch of drama and shit underneath it, right? Is it like, does it look like a great package? Like, perfect example, all right? Take the sport of bodybuilding, all right? A lot of people, all right, that don't last in the sport. Beautiful, amazing surface. Everything on the surface looks fucking crisp. It looks beautiful. It looks impressive. People must have worked so hard for it, but on the inside, they're fucking almost dead, right? We don't want that. We do not. So, and this is where, because Jupiter is going to be square to this sun and moon, all right? There's a powerful T-square with Jupiter. Jupiter makes everything bigger, and Jupiter in Pisces just really ramps up the energetic connectivity to it, right? So this is where we can get just really just like heightened. And sometimes when we get heightened, with something that you're like, yes, we have a vision, we want to create this, we want to do it. All right, let's go all in, all our chips. It sounds good, logically, practically, it all seems to all make sense, okay? However, be careful, because you put all this shit in here and then suddenly, like, what if like something falls apart or it doesn't go the way that you saw it or planned it, or, we're getting ready, like cryptocurrency, for example, right? Like, that shit's going crazy, balls out, right? But eventually you see how much money they're pumping into the world and pumping into the system. Eventually the shit's gonna fall. There's no foundation. There's no hey, what's up from Las Vegas, France? If there's no solid structural foundation that can handle the weight and the intensity of all this new energy, then it's gonna eventually collapse. So we want to make sure that we're feeling all these highs, like really exciting, woohoo, let's get started, let's go into this new chapter. Follow your heart, not necessarily what your ego. And this is going to be a battle between the mind and the heart, right? Because our mind's going to say, oh, I really want to go on a vacation, or I really want to go do this, that. You could want to go on a vacation, then suddenly you get stuck in a country, and then they won't let you back in without getting the jab. And then if you do that, what's up, Ruby? And then that's just going to cause all kinds of more problems and conflicts, right? So make sure you do your due diligence. Just don't just jump into anything just like that. All right. It's very, very important that you just don't get whisked away in the energy of this excitement, of this newness, because we are stepping into this new chapter. We're cutting the ribbon. We're officially open to this new chapter, and we're stepping into it. And with the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, the South Node, this is really coming into a whole new world, right? And so it is best to stay away from expectations, but we can have these visions, these ideas, these grandiose, like, wow, holy shit, all this stuff can happen. I'm going to be doing all this stuff and these new things and all this changes happening going on. Yes, let's go here, let's go there. We got to slow it down. We need to stay as grounded as humanly possible. All right. Good thing is, we have about an equal amount of difficult and easy aspects, which makes it very balanced. But it's interesting because even the malefic planets are in positive aspects, and the benefic planets are in tense aspects. What does that mean? That's, in my opinion, that's actually the most beneficial way it can be, because that is sort of like a checks and balances kind of thing. We have Jupiter that is square to the sun and the moon during this eclipse, which Jupiter is the most benefic planet in existence, right? And when it's square, it's an aspect of tension, but it's saying like, this is keeping your ego in check. This is making sure, all right, you really ready to do this? Is this what you really want? You really want this? You sure? Because once you do, like, we're taking a leap here, guys. We're taking a leap into the future where, there may not be any coming back. We're stepping into this new place. Whatever it is that you're moving into in your life, it's going to be most likely going to be highly transformative, because this is the place, right? The Saturn Jupiter conjunction from December 21st. This is the next phase or level of the birthing process of this 20-year cycle. So we're making very big, important, life-changing decisions right now. All right, and Saturn in itself is trine to the north node and sextile to the south node. So this means karma, baby. And Saturn just turned retrograde. So Saturn is retrograde right now. So this is looking back at all the decisions, all the things that you've done, all the processes that you've gone through. And, do you have you been living from your heart and following your guidance of truth and just? And if you have, then okay, then, Saturn is like that drill sergeant's going to kick your ass until you feel like you can't fucking, do anymore. And then when you're on the ground drooling and bleeding, you just shit your pants and you fucking feel like shit. And they're like, all right, son, get up, son or daughter, whatever. All right, get up, here you go, boom. And he just hands you like, a gold brick. Like, now go make your dreams come true. You didn't know that was coming. You had no fucking idea. You're like, wow, why the fuck did I just put myself through this? Right? So Saturn is going to be giving us gifts back for all the hard work that we've done, for all the empaths, all the star seeds and the light workers and shit. We are going to be receiving many gifts, but with gifts and with it comes responsibility, right? Now, not necessarily just wealth, like financial wealth. This could be most likely going to be, especially with Jupiter and Pisces, deeper levels of spiritual and esoteric gifts, right? Feeling energy, telekinesis, hearing things, seeing things, knowing how to tell the future, whatever it is that your gift is, right? You're going to become much more attuned to this energy around this eclipse. This is going to activate a much higher vibration, and it's going to have us step into this deeper level of commitment to that. But with that commitment to that new level of gift, it's going to require more responsibility. So say, all right, now you got to step it up. Now you got to, handle things and take care of stuff that, maybe you didn't think you could handle before, right? New level, new devil. There's going to be much more responsibility for us as we move through this energy. And Jupiter is there saying, here you go. Here's everything that you've been asking for. I'm going to throw it in your face. Yeah. Right. So are you going to become indulgent and just waste it? Or are you going to take it and be like, okay, I'm responsible, I'm structured, I'm going to put this here, I'm going to put that there, that there. Say it's love you want, right? Well, if it's love you want, then you're going to get a whole bunch of opportunities to love on a lot of either, a lot of people, situations, things that are going to say, hey, here's all the love, more love than you can handle. What do you really want, right? Are you going to hold your boundaries or are you just going to be like, oh, I'm just going to fucking go have fun with whatever? No, you don't want to do that. No, I want to wait for the right energetic exchange where it's going to give me everything that I want. And that way, one-on-one or, 2-on-1, if you're into that kind of shit, then that is when, that's going to be super hyper empowered. This is a very twin flamey, soulmatey kind of an energy business, right? Suddenly that loan's going to come through. Suddenly you're going to get that opportunity. Suddenly someone's going to say, suddenly, you're going to get this offer that's going to be like, you know, whoa, okay, well, I just got offered this amount of money, which is more than I expected, but it's going to require me to either move or have to be, you know, away from my family, or do something that's going to make you feel uncomfortable, or have to step up or believe in yourself more, where maybe you struggle to believe in yourself, you know, before that. And that's going to require you to step up into your self-worth and self-confidence. So I would encourage you to look at your Chiron placement. All right. For me, my Chiron placement is in my first house. So this is my identity, right? This is where, for me, I am needing to step up in my belief in myself to grow and to influence, you know, people and help and heal people, and not allow the Debbie Downers and the Karens and the douchebags and I'm just, not douchebag, but the people out there that have opposing views. Okay, I respect your view. Here's mine. Accept it. We can still be cool. Be homies. It's all good, right? You don't get butthurt. You don't take shit personal. It's like, all right, whatever. But we have to have solid emotional boundaries in order to do that. And we have Pluto that is sesquiquadrate to the North Node. So this is going to challenge or test those boundaries, right? A lot of karmic testing here. Basically, the universe for this eclipse is saying, look, we're going to give you what you've been asking for, what you've been praying for. We're going to give you what you want. Are you ready to handle it? Can you really take it? Can you really make this happen? Are you really going to be able to do everything that you've been telling yourself that you can do? Or are you going to fall victim to your own victim, right? Are you going to fall in? Are you going to lower your vibration because you've been working so? I know you're exhausted. I know you're tired. You've been working your ass off, and you've been, you know, like purging and processing so much shit. Especially if you're highly empathic, which if you're watching this, most likely you are, right? You know what I'm saying? If you are, I mean, dude, like this energy has been so intense and so deep, right? But, you know, we're here now and we have to make this energy work for us, okay? And I just had my friend let me know that she's here. So I'm getting a Myers cocktail IV. So I got to go. So I love you guys very much. And I actually am going to do a part 2 to this lunar eclipse energy because it is really just flowing through me. So I'll be back later, probably tonight, and doing a live, talk more about this lunar eclipse energy. Thank you guys so much. If you would like a reading from me, please go to spiritualbodybuilder.com. If you'd like to join the opportunity community, you can get my daily energy reports and all my other awesome stuff that I do every day. Love you all very much. Have a beautiful day. And